Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. Today's video I'm doing another tag. So Miss Ava 2's here on YouTube. If you don't know her, you need to go check out Ava 2's. She is one of my favorite smaller creators here on YouTube, and she created a tag video called the Makeup Declutter Tag. So, and she actually tagged me in it. That was the first time I've ever been tagged in a tag video. She tagged me on Instagram, and I was like, oh my god, that's so sweet of you to tag me. So, anyways, if you should definitely go check out her channel. She is freaking amazing. She's just, if you're having a bad day and you need somebody to cheer you up and make you laugh, you have to go check out her channel and her videos. She's just naturally funny. Naturally funny. I'm always laughing in every single video she does. No matter what, she always just makes me laugh and brightens up my day. So I am going to be one of the first people, I think, to do this a makeup declutter tag, where it's kind of like a tag and a declutter at the same time. You're decluttering the products that you're talking about in this video. So I pulled up her description box. I pulled up her description box, and yeah, we're gonna go ahead and get started. So question number 1 was a makeup item that's impractical. For me that was so easy. When she was saying a makeup item that's impractical, I knew right off the top of my head what makeup item I was gonna put. And lashes. For me, it is lashes. I've tried to do lashes. I suck at it, and then they're just too long to wear under glasses, and I'm a glasses wearer, so I'd rather just get some really good mascara that's going to make my lashes look bomb, and just forget about buying lashes anymore, thinking that I can make them work for me. So it's time for them to go. Say bye-bye to the lashes. No more am I going to be trying to make them work under my glasses. And I got some expensive ones from Velour. Girl, no. Bye-bye lashes. Next is a mascara that's definitely expired. So the mascara that I know is the oldest mascara I have in my collection, well, it probably is expired. I was getting ready to say, I don't know if it's expired, but I'm sure it's, I think you're supposed to replace every 3 months. And yeah, I have the Essence. This is the Volume Stylist 18-Hour Curl and Hold Mascara with Micro Styling Waxes. This almost feels like a waterproof mascara. I really did like it because it did help hold my curl. But I haven't used this in a while. I've just been using other mascaras recently, and this one's just kind of just been sitting in my collection. And it has the weirdest brush too. This is definitely a mascara that's probably, most likely, yep, expired. So we're just going to toss that in the trash right now. Decluttered, bye-bye, gone. Next is a red lipstick you never wear. So it's definitely this Disney Mulan ColourPop liquid lip in the shade Strong Chi. I think this is more of like a satin formula, so it's not the longest wearing red lip. And when I want a red lip, I want a matte red lip. I want one that I know is going to last throughout eating, because I always get anxiety wearing a red lip, thinking when I go to eat or anything else, it's just going to smear all over my face and I'll be looking all crazy like a clown. So I like to get a liquid lipstick that's more matte, but at the same time this still smells good, and it's my only red in my collection because I don't use red lipstick that often. So I'm gonna quietly tuck it back in its little spot where it was before, because I do use this when it does come to reds, but in reality I don't reach for this too much. So I'm gonna pretend we're decluttering, but we're tucking it back in its warm little spot where it was laying and was comfortable and safe, because I can't get rid of my only red lipstick I have. Next is a high-end item not worth the money. So a high-end item not worth the money. So I end up going with my Pat McGrath Quad. This is the Pat McGrath Venus and Fleurs Luxe Quad and Voyeuristic Vixen. I love Pat McGrath and I love her motherships, but something about this quad, I just didn't like it. Like these shades right here were super flaky. It's like straight up glitter. It just falls onto your face even using glitter glue, even wetting your brush. This did not work out for me. It's the only quad I've ever bought from Pat McGrath, and I have to say, if you want Pat McGrath, get the motherships or get the mega palettes that she does every year for the holidays. Those are really great Pat McGrath quality. I find that these 4-pans, which I know a lot of people love the 4-pan palettes from Pat McGrath, it's just, I don't know, I think they're overhyped in my opinion. I feel like if you want Pat McGrath and you want the good formula, you need a mothership or you need the mega holiday palettes they have. This was just disappointing to me. I've used it one time and I haven't picked it up again because I didn't care for it. The motherships have a way better formula with their with the metallics in here. It's just a better formula. I don't know what to say. So this one is a bye-bye. It's hard to say bye-bye to such an expensive palette that you spent a lot of money on, but time to declutter. Somebody else could probably be enjoying that way more than me. And it's just sitting collecting dust in my collection. So a drugstore dud is the next question. And for that, it is from ColourPop. This is the Sugar Frosted Cheek Palette. This is supposed to have 3 blushes and a highlighter. First of all, these acrylic cases from ColourPop, hate them. Hate this packaging. Wish they would freaking stop doing it. This one doesn't even close. It stays open if you notice. It doesn't close. It won't close. I do love the blushes in here. I think the blushes in here are pretty. But this is supposed to be a Super Shock. It's a Super Shock highlighter, okay? Looks like this on the hand. When you swatch it, it does nothing. Nothing. Where's the highlight? I don't know. It was a dud for me. Usually their Super Shock highlights are super blinding and everything. This one, I put it on my face, I see nothing. There is nothing there. I'm surprised it hasn't dried out actually, since my case doesn't stay closed. But yeah, I thought these face palettes were just a dud. And after purchasing this and seeing how it won't stay shut, I won't purchase anything they release that come in these little acrylic cases. I'd rather have a magnetic closure. So this one's finally going. I'm tired of trying to make it work. I'm tired of trying to get it to close. Just tired. So bye-bye. Somebody else can enjoy you. I do not. See, next we have an eyeshadow palette you forgot you had. I completely forgot about this eyeshadow palette until I realized Valentine's Day was coming up, and I was like, don't I have a heart-shaped palette? So this is the Lancome Monster Big 12 Shades of Love eyeshadow palette, which it looks like this is the absolute perfect eyeshadow palette for Valentine's Day. I'm gonna be honest, I completely forgot about this palette. Maybe because it's just hard to store in my collection. But when I went looking for it, thinking, I know I have that palette, what did I do with it? I found it in my closet in a box where I had all my palettes. I just never pulled when I was moving. I never took this one out of the box. I just left it there. Probably because it's so awkward to store. But it is freaking pretty. I love the color story of this. These are the type of shades that I love. gonna be honest with you, I'm not gonna declutter this either. I'm gonna sit it back on my shelf for display because this palette is no longer available for purchase. You can't get it anymore, so I'm not gonna declutter it. I'm gonna tuck it back into its little home where it was on my shelf behind me, and we're gonna pretend that it was decluttered. Yes. And move on to the next question. A foundation that's not your shade match. So that is the next question, and this is my Tarte Found Sealer Multitasking Foundation with the SPF 20 in it. This is in the shade Porcelain Beige, which makes me look like a ghost. I mean, I thought I was white, and I thought I was, you know, ghostly, but I'm not as ghostly as this foundation is. So I honestly have a backup in this foundation. I think it's in the shade Fair Light. This is way too light for me. I'll show you. I haven't used this foundation in forever, but look at that. It is like a literally white. It is way too light on me. It makes me look like a ghost. I know I am a ghost, but I'm not that ghostly. So it's gonna be time to, and this one honestly might be expired by now because I've had this foundation for a couple years now, so it's probably ready to, and it does have the expiration date of October of 2020. So I guess this one's gonna go in the trash. Good thing I haven't used it recently, huh? Yeah. So bye-bye. Foundation shade too white, making me look like a ghost. The next question is, question number 8, is a product that wasn't worth the hype. Pulling out another Pat McGrath product. This is the Pat McGrath Fetish Eyes Mascara. I remember, and it says it's made in like, I remember people hyping up this mascara when it first came out, talking about how good it was. It does nothing for my lashes. I need a mascara that holds curl. This doesn't volumize. I guess it does volumize. It doesn't lengthen or hold curl, but it gets super clumpy on my lashes. So I don't like it. I don't know. And it has like a pretty ginormous brush on it. It's just your typical, and it smells. I forgot that it smells. Smells like straight up perfume. Oh my god, I forgot about that. You can tell I haven't opened it in a while. Anyways, definitely was not worth the hype. I like a drugstore mascaras better than I like this. Like the my holy grail drugstore mascara is the Maybelline Lash Sensational Sky High mascara. That's one of my favorite drugstore ones. I do like the e.l.f. Big Mood mascara, but it has a giant wand. But right now, my actual favorite mascara is the Tarte Man-Eater mascara. That's the one I've been loving lately. But there's even better drugstore mascaras at the drugstore than this. So, bye-bye, Pat McGrath. It's time to let you go. Although you have some great products in your brand, there's some really bad ones too. Number 9 is a concealer you couldn't make work. I'm pretty sure a lot of people couldn't make this concealer work. So this is the Tarte Shape Tape, but this is supposed to be the ultra creamy one. There was nothing creamy about this. I like my e.l.f. Hydrating Camo Concealer better. This one is more creamy and hydrating than this. So this was supposed to be, I thought, a hydrating version of the Tarte Shape Tape. And I was like, yes, finally, maybe it'll work for me. No, it still looks dry and cakey and crepey under my eyes. For some reason, I try to make this Tarte Shape Tape work because everybody talks about how freaking good it is. I can't make it work. It's not for me. And the shade was too light. It's in the shade of Fair Beige. I probably should have gotten a little bit lighter shade or a little bit deeper shade, because this one's almost freaking white. It's about like the Porcelain Beige of the Tarte Found Sealer I have. Yeah, just Tarte mascaras don't work, or at least the Shape Tape doesn't work for me. Just, I don't know. I don't know how anybody loves that mascara, especially if you have dry skin. How do you love that concealer. And the very last question is, if you had to start one makeup category from scratch, what would it be? And I thought about this and thought about this, and there's no way I could start my eyeshadows from scratch because I have some that are discontinued that they don't make no more, and I can't get back if I was to let go of my eyeshadow palette collection, so I couldn't do that. I thought about, well, maybe my bronzers, but there's bronzers now that I have that they don't make no more that I absolutely love, like the Marc Jacobs Omega bronzer, the coconut tan one, and Tantastic, and I like the Tantric shade too. I couldn't get that back either, so I couldn't do bronzer. I thought about blush because I was like, but I have a lot of blush too. I have a lot of blush that's discontinued and you can't get anymore that I absolutely love. And highlighters, I never could. Highlighter is like one of my favorite categories next to eyeshadow palettes. There's eyeshadow palettes, there's highlighters, and there's blush, and then there's bronzer, in that order of what I love. So thinking about it, it would either be foundation or concealer for me, mainly because either one of those categories, my favorites are from the drugstore, so it's easier to go ahead and pick them up. They still have them, they're still available. So I would be happy if I lost all my concealer. I would just go run and buy my e.l.f. Hydrating Camo Concealer again, because that's my #1 concealer. From the drugstore, my favorite foundations have been the e.l.f. Cosmetics Camo CC Cream that everybody hates, but I absolutely freaking love it. The Physicians Formula Butter Believe It, and I do like the Wet n Wild Tinted Hydrator. But all of these amazing products, but they still have them available, so I can always, if I had to give up my foundation collection, I can always run to the drugstore and easily pick them up again because they're not discontinued and they're not super expensive. So I hope you enjoyed this. You'll have to, if you're a content creator who watches my videos, I definitely invite you to do this tag. If you're not a content creator and you don't make videos, then you can always go in the comments down below and let me know what your answers would be to any of these questions. I will have Ava 2's video linked down below, and I will have all the questions in my description box also, so you can go there. And you just have to, yeah, let me know what your thoughts were on all of these questions, especially the question number 10, because I'm nosy, but I'm so curious what everybody's answer is going to be to, if you had to start one makeup category from scratch, what would it be? So y'all will have to let me know what your answer is in the comments down below. And I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I love tag videos, and I had so much fun answering all these questions and finally decluttering products that I don't need or don't use anymore, that just sit and take up space in my collection for no reason at all. So thank you, Ava, for creating this tag and forcing me to get rid of some of these things that I needed to get rid of. And yeah, that's my video today. I hope you guys liked it. If you liked it, please give me a thumbs up down below. And if you're not yet subscribed, I would greatly appreciate it if you consider subscribing to my channel. And next to the subscribe button is the bell. You can ring that to be notified of all my future uploads. I hope you guys are having a great day, night, weekend, or whatever it is you're watching this. And I'll see you guys next time. Bye, guys.